You know, in hindsight, I probably should have moved, considering these crafters, but whatever. Hello, everyone! Hope we're having a fantastic Sunday. Today, we're going to start off with our usual golden saucer stuff. And then we're going to do a little bit of Thaumaturge / Black Mage stuff, because I want to unlock Black Mage. And then we're going to continue on with Endwalker MSQ. I want to make a certain amount of progress in Endwalker MSQ today, so we're going to keep going until I finish up. So we're going to finish up the Charlian quest line, and then we're going to do the... I think there's like 3 more quests after that wrap up those 2 quest lines and bring them together. And I want to get through that, which includes, I believe there's a dungeon that's going to end up being the tower in Thavnair or something. We'll see exactly what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull up Kai's graphic and see what ridiculous outfit we're going to make today. Okay, so first we gotta go meet the Mr. Chad himself, Mr. Gwalter, to grab some hempen short gloves. And then I believe I have the boots in my glamour dresser, so I can make a plate with that. And then I know I have at least some pair of antiquated legs in my glamour dresser. Pretty sure I have the Dark Knight ones, so I can just use those. So I'll go ahead and make a glamour plate with these 3 items, and then that should be more than enough to get 80 points. I think. Let's hope it doesn't turn out like last week. And the week before? Anyway, let's switch back to the game and get started on making that outfit. Oh wait, first I gotta go to Gwalter. It was hempen short gloves. I think it was 1 to 9. Yeah, crafter and gatherer 1 through 9. Hempen short gloves. Let's see, actually, they're black? Oh no, you need white for the bonus. If I need it, I can dye the gloves white. But I highly doubt we'll actually need to use any dyes for this. Okay, let's head over to the inn. I know I have the antiquated Dark Knight legs. I think I actually have the Dragoon and maybe the Warrior ones too in here. Okay, let's switch to this. Remove these, don't need them. Okay, so legs, I just need some antiquated legs. Yep, right there. And then I was going to use the boots. Yep, there they are. I think these are the right ones. The Whisperfire woolen boots. Yep. Okay. Let's head on over to the Golden Saucer. I'm actually enjoying playing Thaumaturge so far. I expected it to be an absolute chore, but it hasn't been. It is a little bit annoying because I don't like casters that much, but it's not like WoW casting, or at least it feels a bit different. Because like whenever I played Fire Mage, I just kind of didn't enjoy it that much. But I think in general, I don't enjoy WoW combat as much because it just seems like absolute chaos. Versus in Final Fantasy, I can literally go into a boss blind. Keep in mind, I haven't actually done any difficult content in Final Fantasy, so it might be different in like Savage. But pretty much every single dungeon and fight I do, I see the mechanic and I understand how it works. There isn't a million and one things flying around the screen, and where I can't even see my character, which seems to be a normal complaint at this point. Anyway, let's see if we can get lucky on these tickets. So you can't get 7, 8, 9, so let's go for 1, 2, 3. Nope, not this time. Try again. We got 2 more tickets. Can't be 1, 2, 3. Let's try and see if we can get 7, 8, 9 here. We got 7 and 8, but no 9. We got 1 more try. Let's see if we can get it. Hope we have a chance at 1, 2, 3 here. That's how you do it. You just win. It's a 50-50 shot. You either win or you don't. Anyway, let's go check the Jumbo Cactpot, see if we can get lucky there too. And get not last. Alright. Nope. One more. Got two more? Nope. One more try. Guess we used up our luck on the mini Cactpot ticket. Oh, well. It's still profit. Can you just do a 000 ticket? Yeah, you can. Let's just do it. Alright, we'll check back next week. Now let's go submit our ridiculous outfit and get our free 60k. Alright, totally not masked. Alright, totally not, what's his name? Guy in Ulda. Show off this awesome outfit. Well, I actually did go and get the, Shadowbringer's Dark Knight set. Because I liked the... Well, I wanted a gut sword. I wanted my gut sword, but I also liked the armor. I still think the Heavensward armor is better. Just because I like red. But I thought it looked pretty good. Should be over 80. Oh yeah. This is a really easy week. I should just leave the boots on. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, hold on. You know, when you gotta kill a noble at 3 and you need to be at Starbucks at 4 because they start selling pumpkin spice lattes. Anyway, let's go do a couple mini games to get the challenge logs. But let me pick my outfit first. Let's see. I never remember which one is which. I just have to go through each of them. There it is. Oh, I don't have room. What? What? Why can't I wear the gloves? Let me unequip this and... Huh? Oh, okay. I can't apply it to that. Oh, that's how glamour plates work. Okay. I didn't realize that's how they worked. Because those were DOH, DOL. Oh, I still have time. 30 seconds. I can get to the gate. I had just written off that I couldn't get to the gate. Because I started a little later than I expected. It looks like I made it. I didn't realize on glamour plates, you can't... The item that you are glamoring has to be compatible... Oh, never mind. I just completely messed up. If I hadn't messed that up, I might have been able to make it, but I completely got hit by that bomb. Oh well. Let's just do 3 rounds of this. Get a quick extra, a couple thousand MGP. Very slowly working towards that two-seater mount. Still wish I could have gotten the Final Fantasy XV car. Because I can picture if I can ever get one of my friends to play to get through ARR and like head on over to Ishgard, I just go and pick them up at the after they meet up with Estinian and Emmerich, not Estinian, Emmerich. And then just when they come out of that room, just be sitting there with the car, just tell them, get in, we're going to Ishgard. And then just drive on up to Ishgard. There we go. That'd be a lot of fun to do, but 1, I don't have the car, and 2, I haven't been able to get any of my friends to play. I got my brother to finish ARR, but he just doesn't play games. Oh, that one was close. Is it above? Yeah, looks like it's above. Nope, looks like it's a little bit lower. Right there. Okay, that was an extra 2500 MGP. And that's all we're going to be doing for Golden Saucer for now. Let's switch on over to the Thaumaturge stuff. That means heading back to Ul'dah. We gotta go help them kill their brother or whatever we're gonna end up doing. You know, nice family-friendly stuff. Okay, let's go back to Ul'dah. Forgot to write down, let me do that real quick. On Friday, I did Thaumaturge stuff. So let me write that down. Let me open up my... I have this. So I write down the... when I do specific quests, like what streams, so that if I go back and edit them, or go back and try to make a video for them, I can just refer to those, refer to that note. Let's see, Friday was 24, yeah, that seems right. I think there might have been another stream for leveling, and then today we're doing some work. Okay. Then it makes it easier for me to find the stuff instead of having to go look at the VODs channel and figure out and look at all the titles to try and find it, find all the videos. I don't want to have to search through all the footage to find what I need. Alright, should be... yeah, Thaumaturge's Guild. Let's see what ends up happening. Because I know he lives, or at least the, I know that Kokobuki lives because, and their brothers live because they are in Stormblood. But I'm not sure about the other brother. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Kokobuki and continue on with the quest. Facing your demons. Guildmaster Kokobuki wishes to enlist your aid in tracking down Kokobusi. Fortune's favored us, Brillian. Kokobusi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste, and with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. Yep, as usual, question everyone. Why do I, oh right, I just desensitized the thing. I didn't understand why the heck I had cloth in my inventory. But it's because I desensitized those gloves. Okay, let's head on over to Vesper Bay. Because we've never been there before. Are there any, Thaumaturge? Uh-oh. Almost, I wasn't looking, I was tabbed out and I wasn't looking. Almost accidentally went into Central Thanlin there. Okay, let's see, are there any Thaumaturge hunting logs in Western Lenosha? Not Lenosha, Thanlin. Nope, looks like no more. We got the last ones, we're all the way up here at, Footfalls and whatever place this is, Cape Westbend. So I wouldn't expect there to be any more, at least for the level 4. There's probably some in Northern Thanlin and Korthus. Let me see. Yeah, Korthus, Central Highlands. And some others. Anyway, let's question the residents. See if they've seen Kokobusi. Wherever they might be. There's one. Something I can do for you, stranger. Now that you mention it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest, looking to hire some adventurers for some such, I reckon. Okay. So he was looking around for the fairies. Maybe he's trying to get some more people that he can steal their ether from. Where else is there someone? There's one. What's that, miss? You say you're looking for someone? I believe I saw Lalafell in the company of a couple adventurers hailing from Limsa Luminza, a Marauder and Thaumaturge. Were I to hazard a guess, I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here. Ah, yes, Cape Westman. I am very familiar with this place. Now, where's the third one? So I checked in there. I don't think I checked in here yet. Yep, there we are. Welcome to the Pist Pisty. Love, what can I get you? Ah, information, is it? Aye, that little bloke was in here, bringing a blush to all the young maidens' cheeks. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up in boldness. Left with more than one lass in his arm, he did. I'm just shaking my head. Oh, Kogobuki's here. Also a very excited individual. So, Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine that Mormo intends for the Thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Luminsons before the void sense strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be best for you to follow suit. Okay. Guess we're heading up towards Cape Westman. See if we can find those adventures. Hopefully they haven't already been sucked dry. Oh, there we go. The Marauder's in trouble. Still here. It's still here. Somewhere close. I mean, dude, it's just a imp. Absolute weakling. Need to help him again, right? Yeah. Me thanks, lass. Me head. That little bastard said he was gonna give us the grand tour Ulda. Aye, it's been grand, all right. Please. He took me mate further north. I think he was muttering something round about Moondrip. Brilliant! What has befallen? I sense the presence of a void scent, but it appears you have things well in hand. Mormo's in Moondrip? A fitting place for a battle to come. It is time to finish this, my brothers. Yokobusi will be a slave of that fiend no longer. I guess let's head on in. Wonder if that Thaumaturge is going to be relevant, or if they're already going to be sucked dry of their aether. Either way, it looks like we got a fight. It looks like they're all scared. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the If the bargaining proceeds smoothly, the Void Sent feasts on my proffered mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm... Excuse me, I am busy! Now then, where we left off. Once more was fully busy the abyss, though after lecturing for so long on how a Thaumaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Werlian, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Overwhelming destructive might. Introspection. Nah. Yes. There is none who can match our propensity for fiery ruin. Yeah? We need not run from danger, but rather employ our unrivaled powers to incinerate all that seek to do us harm. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that, no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Yeah, that sounds like my job. That sounds like I can do that. Yep. No problem here. Enough, Mormo. Well, well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers, I thought we'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that it'd just disappear. Wasn't there only supposed to be one Thaumaturge? Anyway, I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on those lesser mages? Compared to those striping sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is as a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take that what I can give you? Pure evil. Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I'm sure to think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobusi returned to us unharmed. Hehehe. You are wise to acquiesce, mage. Oh, time for fun. Hee. At long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Booba. Jeez. Oh no, you don't. Void Sent. We won't let you here alive. This doesn't look like they're not going to be much help. Hehehe. So you risk your lives in valiant rescue attempt. You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I should tear the ether from your very marrow. Booba. Well, I don't think those guys are going to be any help. Guess we got to take down the hot goth GF on our own. Oh, I figured out how to use Thunder too, or I think I did. Because it just applies a dot to in an AoE, which is very useful. And then both Thunder 1 and Thunder 2 actually have a chance of proccing the Thunder 1 and Thunder 2 to be free. It's actually really nice. Yeah, like right now I got the proc. And it's actually apparently gonna last 30 seconds? Yeah. So I'll just wait a minute until Thunder is about to wear off and then I'll use it again. To redo the dot. And it procced again, so I'll wait until it gets slower. I don't know if there's supposed to be any gimmick on this or not, but it seems pretty easy so far. Guess the gimmick is ads. Let's use a Thunder 2 here. Play a dot to everyone. Oops, so I can switch to fire. Oh, wait, that's not mine. Mine are green, yeah. You should be able to finish it off in a second. Use one Blizzard and then a Scathe. Nope, that's not enough. Use 2 Scathes or something. There we go. No, for centuries I've dreamed of escape. I will not be denied. Duty complete. No, I think you will. We won? We won! Victory is ours! Kokobushi! Kokobuki! Mormo is dead! So I get the feeling one or both of them are not okay. What? Where am I? Thank Thal, you're awake! Kokobushi has returned to us! Our sibling has yet to stir from this somnolent stupor. Buki? I mean, I know he lives because he's in Stormblood. His etheric channels have contracted. They are barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for aether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. It's going to be his chemical creation that saves him. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might be just enough. It just might be enough. see, the battle has ended. As expected. You did it! Kokobushi, your alchemy saved him! We could not have prevailed without you, Brilliant. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray meet us there, that we might properly express our gratitude. That went way better than expected. Let's head back to Ul'dah. Finish up the Thaumaturge questline. So let's actually teleport over there. These, I should probably just sell these potions and start using the high potions that I have. Oh, it's stuff to sell. I think I'll vendor that too. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Kokobuki and finish up the Thaumaturge questline. Thank you, Berillion. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which thaumaturgy is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. Well, that's pretty good, because I'm going to start calling you guys the Cowards Guild pretty soon. I thought Thal himself had his fingertips at my throat, but this sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobushi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precarious power you wield. Brilliant, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart to you one of the guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. If you have this, why are you so afraid of... whatever. I am sure you understand why we do not teach the secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you have experienced the deadliest threats and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring you wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Well, that's the end of the Thaumaturge questline. I think... yeah, let me check real quick which one's the lowest level, but I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, 25... yeah, so the boots are 22. Let's go ahead and... there are no boots. Yeah, there are. They're right there. Doesn't matter that much. Well, that was the Thaumaturge questline. Now, where are... okay, we gotta talk to that person for Black Mage. See if there are any new gear. Yep. I got level 30. Wait, what? Whatever. Oh, right, because I actually... no? I don't know why it didn't let me pick that one before. Whatever. Let's go ahead and talk to Yakyaki. Let's go ahead and talk to Yakyaki and get started on the Black Mage quest lines. We should only be able to do the first one, which is at level 30, but then the next one will unlock at 35, but we're going to do that later because we want to get to at least do a little bit of Endwalker MSQ today. Taking the black. Yakyaki has need of a talented thaumaturge. Brilliant! I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Marsaja pit? It is a prison here in Ulda. In prison, a man will do almost anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Naldthal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a sentence. But he knew of you by name, Brillian, and maintains the traitors demand you win the gemstone of Shatoto, and exchange it for his release. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. But I fear the only way to be sure is to free him of the pit. The prisoner's name is Korkorka Tatakruka, and if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he invoked the name of Naldthal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer, you have come, as he said you would. So let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Highbridge in eastern Thanlin, seek out the planar fissure, and a rift between this world and the next, fell whatever beasts might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our gallowed murmur, doing so will give rise to the gem of Shatoto. The gem is no more than a pretty stone oft mentioned in bedtime stories and tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. So what you're saying is, I need to kill something. Yeah, I think I can do that. Let's head over to Eastern Thanlin. So I believe there is a hunting log there. Eastern Thanlin, yeah, 2724. And 1828. I'll try and get those while I'm there. But first, let's go to Camp Drybone. 1828 is down here. The Amalja encampment. So I think I'll grab that first just to get a little bit more experience, just to get a little bit of experience. Also, I need to put a mono ward somewhere that that'll actually use it. Guess I'll just put it on X, since X tends to be my stay alive buttons. I said 1828, right? Yeah, 1828. No, that's the wrong one. 1935. It's even lower. There is no 1935, right? Oh, that's Southern Thanlin. Eastern is 2724. Yeah, that's the only one here. There's no one over here. Let's just head over to the quest marker, and then I'll do the hunting log. Oh, right, so supposedly there's like a rift here or something? Yeah. A fissure. Let's see. Let's take these things down. It has a 120-second cooldown. It doesn't cost any mana. I'm gonna stop trying to correct myself to say MP. Because it doesn't matter. I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage. No, that's probably just because I'm 3 levels over. Well, that was pretty quick. Well, let's stick our hand in or something, right? I'm sure nothing will go wrong here. Thaumaturge, hear me. Put up your weapon, friend. Kazag Khan means you no harm. So, you are the one whom Kokuruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earth. Vain, was it not? This earthen vein, was it not? Then you have earned this gem of Shatato. Take it. You will know what to do with it when the time comes. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. I bet it's gonna be the Black Mage Soulstone. Yep. Yeah, I know what to do with that. You make sure you don't equip it in your slot, in your Soulstone slot. And then everyone flames you when you're in a dungeon above level 30. Anyway, let me check on this 2724. There should be a hunting log there. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll teleport back to Ul'dah. 2724. Let's see. Where is it? There they are. Golden Fleece. See if I can get all three of them. I got one of them. I just realized these are like 4 levels over me. I probably shouldn't. I should probably like run. It hit right through my mono ward. Oh well, that doesn't matter. It's not like it's Eureka. That just gives me a free. That's just a free teleport to Limsa. Okay, let's head on over to Ul'dah. Yeah, my brain was just like, oh no, I'm going to die, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't Eureka, because I've been slowly working through Eureka for the past like couple weeks, and like die because you lose experience in Eureka if you die. So, like, there's actually some repercussions, unlike this, where it's like, oh no, you died. Oh well. But seriously, this is supposed to do 30% of my maximum HP. And he just hit right through it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the receptionist again, or whatever her rank, whatever she's supposed to be. And, hey, yeah, I got a soulstone. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me that you are an agent of the divine will. Of divine will. I take it yours was an eventful journey? Yes, actually. Stoic nod. It's exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be? The gem of Shototo? 12, be good! I can feel the magic pulsing within it. The tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nod Thal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate this further. And you must assist me, Brillian. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Ruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please, wait here. Uh-oh. That will not be necessary. A dwarf? Shouldn't he be in the first? Kukuraka, what are you doing here? Have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool! Master has passed a century in meditation communing with Nod Thal. You will address him with the proper respect. The gallows of the Marasja pit were very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. I can't take this seriously. One, because of the Lala's ridiculous pompous walk, and two, because the stupid staffs are clipping through both of their hats. Must I remind you again, the will I speak is that of Nod Thal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This murmur's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of the disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that be sure. Nod Thal spoke unto me. By his own declaration, the seal on the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Shatoto. I speak of you, brilliant mason. Migraine time. Oh, no. I guess this is an MSQ, so it can't be a migraine time. The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Wait, you can't, you don't have the right to, I just can't, I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hollow-padded prig. Those who do not listen shall be not be heard. You take for yourself the title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of a netherworld rife with shadow and monstrosity, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our world wanes. Eventually, that barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will be open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The gem of Shatoto is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black But time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Visit Milvaneth Sacrium, and there hear the words of Lalai. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it, destroy that which would destroy you. And I thought the Dark Knight questline was edgy. Anyway, let's go ahead and visit, what's her name? Lalai. And finish up this quest. Let's see, over by the Blue Mages. Okay, Lalai. Who's the other one? Milvaneth Sacrium, dedicated to the worship of Nald, was extensively damaged during the Calamity. Repairs continue even to this day to the great inconvenience of its adherents. Oh, okay. That person's always been there. Master is meditating in his chambers, for Nodthal always speaks, and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must walk it alone. But you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. The next quest is at 35. Black Mage unlocked. Nice, and that gives me Mana Font, which I believe restores mana. Restored like 20% of my mana or something. I was saying, where is it? Oh, right, because I'm not a Black Mage yet. Okay, now does that update the icon? Yes, it does. Okay, now I gotta fix my bars. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix my bars, then we're gonna head over to Charlian, and then we're gonna take a quick break, because it's actually not quite break time, but we also need to... But we're also just changing up. We're changing over to something else. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let's see, 30% of maximum MP. This is 60 seconds, so I'll put it there. Oh wait, no, that's 60 seconds. I'll put this on X. Leave that there. This was there. This goes there. This goes there. Goes there, and that goes there. Okay, that's what I'm going to have it at for now. There aren't any other abilities yet, right? Yeah, Fire 3 is at 35. Yeah, Fire and Blizzard 3 are at 35. Now, is that different than Fire 2? It looks like it. No? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's upgrades, is it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. That's kind of weird. I'll figure it out eventually. Right, and then I get Surecast later. Anyway, let's head on over to Charlian. I'll get to level 35 at some point. Actually, let me just teleport to Limsa and I'll take the boat from there. Also need to update the stream text and hurry before I get copyrighted. Update the stream text. I probably usually put MSQ on here. There we go, that looks better. Oh, this is where I meant to go. Meant to go by the Arcanist Guild. I need to eventually do the Summoner quest line, because I think I've done most of the ARR quest line with Ymithra. But I haven't done it. I haven't really even played the class almost at all, because I got it leveled up through playing Scholar. Okay, let's go and talk to the sailor over here. And that's the boat. And start running. I actually have finished, I went into the... I did all of the carpenter and blacksmith leave quests here. And I actually found some leave quests, unique leave quests that I hadn't done in ARR. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Yeah, let's do right here. Well, time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Okay. I feel a lot better. Didn't realize how much I needed to go to the bathroom until I stood up. Anyway. Fix my chair. Go ahead and head back to Labyrinthos. Right? Labyrinthos, yes. Head back over there and continue on with MSQ. Okay, now where? I don't think it was daytime last time we were doing this. It's all nighttime and stuff. Okay, so I believe there is an aether current right here? Right here. And then I could probably just walk off the edge, to be honest. Okay, actually I can just teleport over here first. I'll just try walking off the edge to get to there. And then we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. There's some striking dummies here. It's kind of an odd place to put them. I make sure I'm not in combat when I walk off the edge. Okay, so it's supposed to be down here, I think? Nope. Nope, that's not it. That's a frog. Lily pad? Yeah, lily pad, that's what it is. Okay, so is it on the edge? Or is it actually in the water? Can I even walk off the edge? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Okay, let's just head through the mine then. I guess it would be a little too easy if you could just walk off the edge. Actually, that wouldn't be very good because then somebody could accidentally walk off the edge before they get through the story. So yeah, that makes sense why they wouldn't allow you to do that. Plus, it's a pretty far drop. How many more do we actually need in this place? I think we still got to do all the quest ones. I think we maybe only did one. Yeah, we haven't done any of the quests. There's 5 quests. Looks like they added a lot more aether currents and a couple more aether current quests to the Endwalker zones compared to previous zones. I mean, I don't mind. I've done WoW flying grinds. I don't mind doing this. Oh right, back on the second level. Let's go ahead and try and get this aether current. I might need to go up on this cliff, or I might need to go into the water. I'm gonna try the water first. No, I should try the cliff first because it's easier to get down than it is to go up. Excuse me, sir, I'm busy. No time to chat. Gonna examine the exquisite grapevines. Like how bright and white this place is. All the like marble like structures. Okay, let's see if it's on top of here or if it's in the water. Assuming that there even is one over here. Yeah, east. There it is. I figured it was actually down here. Okay, that's one more. Now, let's see, where's the nearest one? West. Okay, that's gonna be a bit far out. That one is on the other side of the bridge. Like over here by Duma. We'll get there eventually. First we gotta go talk to the gang and continue on. Forgot Kryl actually seemed to not be doing too hot. Hopefully she'll be okay. Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Ernville, weren't we? Did you see the way that Ernville went? Which way Ernville went? It feels so wrong to spy on Ernville, helpful as he's been, but what other choice do we have? The full report, warts and all. Alizé is not about to let Ernville out of his sight. Ernville has headed westwards along the path outside the Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. Well, let's head on over there. I believe we were going to go and try and eavesdrop on a member of the forum to see if we can try and figure out what the heck is going on here. To me, it sounds like they're going to migrate. They're going to try and leave old Charlian or something. Or they're preparing for the end of the world. I can still hear it. We've fallen too far behind, and this damned mist won't help matters. It seems Y'shtola wishes to have a word with us. Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is the Logisticon Beta, one of the Labyrinthos climate control centers. It should have its own lifts with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Ernville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Stupid fly in my face. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. Too bad Thancred's not here. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Or Thancred. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Uh-oh. Hippity-hoppity, my little... I see she is definitely Master Matoya's student. Goodness! I don't think Alizé is gonna like this. Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Ernville. Should you feel the magic fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. What am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with the quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak to Y'shtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Girl. Ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alec. Alpha Thaumaturge and Alitoad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave them behind. Yeah. They really wanted to advertise this feature, didn't they? I would have enjoyed being a toad for a little while, if only for the change of pace. But Yashtola is right. I am too preoccupied with other matters. An alpha toad. Okay, so I believe the Aether Current's down here. I obviously can't use it now. And I probably shouldn't run by the big pellet. The bio pellet. That looks like our objective. I don't know why they bother putting the big circle if they're just going to tell us where the thing is. Alphanode and Alitoad. Ribbit. Alitoad turns to face the north. Perhaps she's suggesting you cross the bridge. Ribbit. Alphatoad attempts to and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand what he is telling you. This is the wrong way. Okay, so it wants me to do the one to the north. I can't get over Alphatoad and Alitoad. It's such a little goofy gag. I don't think we want to be lunch for the Luncheon Toad. Luncheon Toad. So let's stay clear of him. Let's see, did I even need to run all the way around? Probably did. Yeah, there we go. This is where we needed to go. Oh, there they are.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlean scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Well, that's convenient. That's what we want to know.
In an age long past, Charlean was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Just trust us, bro. We got this.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
Yeah, sure, I'll totally pass it on. Stupid peasant. Would you guys really be staring at him? I mean, he's gonna notice that those are weird toads. Right?
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Like, he's gonna notice that animals are
While I do
acting
have
weird.
my reservations about the forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
We just really...
Wait! How did you know it was us?
You're some pretty weird looking toads.
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it's literally his job to study these animals and capture them. He's gonna know a weird toad. 3 toads just sitting together like that. Our toad performance needs work, apparently. I'll have to pay more attention the next time I see one. I suppose we should have known a cleaner who specializes in animals procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This monumentous duty the forum agents were mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telephoros declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of significant importance to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. If we happen to cross paths with Erenvold again, I should like to thank him properly. A guide of sorts. Alize is staring off in the direction of Erenvold. In the direction Erenvold departed, a thoughtful look on her face. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that it will learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Kryl for the moment, see what they think of this. Agreed. We need to reconvene and talk about what we've discovered. Let's see, southwest is this way. Really? Yeah, so there's one, like, right down here. Right? Should be one, like, right here. Up there. Yeah, there is one right here. I'm glad I didn't fall down. And then there's one over on the area where Y'shtola and them are, like down here at Numa. At least they're supposed to be. Let's see, southeast, that sounds right. Yeah, let's head back across this bridge. Oh, Yakko. Okay, there should be one over by this building. Yeah, southeast. That stupid fly is still flying and buzzing around in my face. Let's see, it's probably on the other side of this building. Yep, there it is. And then that takes care of all the ones on this level. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more on the lower level. And I suspect there's a good chance we're not actually going to get down to that lower level for now. Okay, guys. Here's what we learned. Where's Kryl? Where's Kryl? It's funny how normal the forest seems now. As a toad, it was all so much more ominous and threatening. Welcome back. I trust you found Erendvale then? Yeah, he was actually pretty helpful. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows as much of anything. We should share this information with Kryl, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I made her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Yeah, you told that. Why did you let her out of your sight? Wait. I'm sorry. That's not how I meant that. Okay, the Lost Troll, I believe, is an Aetheryte quest. Yes, it is. So we'll go ahead and do that while we're here. Alright, first I want to try and find Kryl. Want to see what's happening with her. I'm gonna go try by the flowers first. Stray tomato. Stray onion. They just have these sentient vegetables. There she is. Kryl, what's up with the flowers?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
Okay, why are these flowers important?
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Ah, okay. It's Heidelin,
Will
right?
you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Who's the other?
Take the flower. Walk free.
Walk
For
free.
You are free. to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
Is that your answer?
That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
True. Plus, Vols feels it looks nice.
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Are you sure about that, Alize? Oh. Hello, Daddy.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization.
No, we are assistants of their organization.
We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact.
This voice
With the
is...
world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion.
Oh, please tell me more about this.
And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Grah! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Ah, he got caught.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
This is going to be interesting. Well, it looks like Daddy isn't too happy.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
A smile.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work.
Actually, we aren't doing that.
They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldesion.
Also, that's not a lie.
These malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I just noticed Krau's hood's down.
These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
You're still to go free. You're still to go
A
ham.
terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
Oops.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society.
Yeah, we established
And once
that.
upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
I mean, having governed like Astarium for years, essentially.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Ooh, that's interesting.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony.
I
The
bet they were
settlement
cut
attracted
off.
students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
And what event was that?
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea.
There we go.
You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Oh, okay, they have a spell to not talk.
Yes, we are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle?
Well, if you had told us this, then
We
maybe
will
we'd be a
never
little
choose the way of
less.
the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Good point.
Skolok Monteshane,
He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, hmm? By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like that.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures.
Probably going to restrict access to Labyrinthos and the Studium
Until
archives.
further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
A lot less hands raised than I expected.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
Yeah, that actually is a lot more divided than I expected.
Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Well, that was less than ideal. Thank the gods for Scholar Arc I can't remember how they said this name. Shagany, sure. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed that much to Arnvald, and myself. You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I had just read as I left the restricted section, and knocked over the security mammoth on my way out. Graha, please. I promise to be more vigilant next time. Graha, you're mentally like 300 years old or something. Like you pay more attention. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. And our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the Ethereal Sea. I don't know, Shirley, you're gonna head right back in there like you seem to really like to do? For the third time in this story? With our freedoms so sorely circulated, or curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Charlian. Yeah, we got that. We shall have to rethink. Yeah, we shall have to think very carefully about how we are to proceed from here. Yeah, same thing. Estate visitor. I suspect it's gonna be Mom. I mean, Emilience. Let's see, we're on... Okay, this is the last of the Charlian questline. Estate visitor. Alize has a look of dissatisfaction, to literally no one's surprise. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may, is Father's work, so vital that it takes precedence over his own family. Alphinaud, Alize, it is you! Gonna be Emilience, yep. When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad that they allowed you to stay. Mother! Emilience Livier, at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the Seven Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Literally everyone just mouth agape. Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you. If we're to reach his father that you were here. Oh, bother that. Oh, she's not gonna let him say what he wants. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking to my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortunal are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We will be back at the Annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure Brilliant, what do you think? Just go. Brilliant? The Brilliant Mason? What a splendid day that this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist you join us. Yeah? Ah, but we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Brilliant, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. Well then. And then she's gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Okay. I guess we're gonna go have a tea party with the Emilience. I'm sure Alphinaud thinks nothing of it. He invited classmates all over all the time, but I wasn't the most... It was a different time for me, alright? Classmates. Oh, I'm sure Alphinaud inviting classmates over after he showed them his amazing art skills. I apologize. My mother is not one to be take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Brilliant? though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it. Will you accompany us to our to visit our home? On our visit home. Fine. If we're going, then let's get it over with. Be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers. Thank you very much. Alize. Alize. I get it, but you need to calm down. Whatever not, your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Alfred, you need to, like, think before you speak sometimes. She's gonna throw you off the edge. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. She just doesn't want us to see her toys. I mean, God, never mind. The Levier estate is this way. Straight down the stairs. Come on. Man, they really wanted to use this feature. Well, yeah, let's head on down. Go have tea with the millions. Could this possibly be the best quest in the game? First, let's have a chat. As children, Elfnord and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in panic, crying out my name. When Alice and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or servant was always there, somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling into different countries, different worlds even. Let's grab the other optional quest area. We used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet into the fountain and splash about. Not Alphonode, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in water. The boy just isn't very buoyant. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an auk, and he sink like a stone. Oh yes, this is where I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alize had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly. So I tried casting the simple restorative spell I had only just learned. How she smiled when the wound closed, the joy and relief. That was, I believe, the very moment I chose the healing arts as the main subject of my studies. Except he's a... Right. He's technically a scholar. Welcome back, children. Ah, here you are at last. Please, do come in.
Welcome home, my lady.
Man, I already ran in here when I was exploring. But, I mean, there was nothing in here. Since I hadn't met a millions yet. I hadn't done this part yet. Just the, servants.
What? What are you gawping at?
House Levier in all its grandeur. Scion headquarters must seem squalid indeed. Just admiring the craftsmanship.
I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
Yeah, she would. Because she doesn't, like, care about this.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit.
This visit.
And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
I mean, someone's gonna tattle.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
I don't doubt that.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
I'm sure Tataru was happy.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
I mean, I expected that for Alize, but Alphino maybe a little less? But not much less.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return?
Certainly.
Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Certainly, madam. Ooh, that's right. This is where they get the new outfits.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
At least she didn't get the matching outfits.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Yeah, because it's actually like they.
Naturally, you are hardly little children anymore.
Yeah, there's a little thing about them.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Yeah, she used to dress them in matching outfits. That's why they had the same outfits in ARR.
See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
Are these gonna be sage beams? Or something else? Yeah, okay. Is sage laser beam lasers.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles, None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Haru would be happy. She'd be happier if she could sell it, though.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Just do it anyway.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Well, that was fun. Let's head back to the Beldezian. Oh, first we gotta talk them out here. And that was that. Only the gods know when we'll be back again. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I, shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will be these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Yep, let's head on back. See, there's the crystal. We're at the shard. Wrap up this quest, and then I'll need to figure out how much more we're gonna do today. So I want to do more. Yeah. I said I was gonna keep on going until I got to a certain point, and we're not at that point yet. Graha, did you really have to get caught? As curious I am to learn of the truth of this duty, I wonder what else the Forum is hiding. A calamitous secret whose origin lies in the ethereal sea. Duplicity aside, however, I do not believe Master Fortunald means us ill. Even the harsh words he had for his children stemmed not from anger, I think, but desperation. For us to feel responsible for the schism of House Leveilleur would be pure hubris. After all, we were merely on the outskirts of what is essentially a family affair. And yet neither can be claimed the indifference of strangers. To hear their mother welcome them so warmly was a joy and a relief. If I intend to master the sage's armaments, that will mean learning to imbue them with the same ether that I poured into the moonstone and obsidian. It is difficult to grasp the essence of such an entity. For me, it will help to think of the Nautilus as allies in battle, simply a new form of energy, which went into manifesting my carbuncle companions. Don't think for a moment that I'm jealous of Alphinaud's new weapons. They're far more suited to him than me. We left Eorzea in matching outfits, but our styles, both fashion and fighting, have long since diverged. If anything, I'm proud of the differences between us. I mean, he's a healer, and she's a DPS. Enjoyed your time at the Leviera, I hope? I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day when their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Hydaelyn is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once we've heard your report from Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Alright, that finishes up the Sharlayan questline. Yeah, so in the quest list on this wiki here, they put Sharlayan and then Thavnair, but I did them in opposite orders. Doesn't really matter. But it looks like we have 3 more quests to do to finish off this section, and I'm gonna try and do them tonight, or today. It's only 5. In that case, I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's put myself in front of the map again. Gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna continue MSQ and hopefully make as much progress as I want to today. I want to get through these next 3 quests. One of them is actually a dungeon, and then I think that's all I'll need to start actually using my purple scripts and continue doing more crafting stuff. Anyway, it's time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back to it. Talk to Cryle. And see what we're going to be doing next. Even though I know that the dungeon's called Tower of Zod, which means we're going back to Thavnair. In the dark of the tower, Cryle glances at you with an expectant eyes. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales?
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful.
Oh yeah, it was.
In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I mean, now that we got those, like, anti-temper...
While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation.
They can't really do anything, so let's go to Thavnair.
Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the Ethereal Sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower?
Well, yeah, we can get Master Matoya to help
According
with
to
the
Arnvald and
Ethereal
Fillola's
Sea.
report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
And I'm sure she'll be happy if it means if we're sticking it to the Forum.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within.
So we gotta destroy the core?
Destroy the core,
yep.
And the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
I would like to offer my services as a translator for Urianger.
And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Charge 100,000 gills an hour.
Reasoning is correct. The chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Jostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Are you sure Elfinode's in the right group? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Elfinode should be with the healers, shouldn't he? Then again, he has not exactly experience with the...
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Yeah, that's true.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive.
Right, it's been a
and
bit
look forward
since...
to testing them against a more challenging foe.
Yeah, he's been practicing.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Yeah. No, the excuse for being late is not having a stomach anymore. Also, I don't think I didn't actually made a comment about... I made a comment about Kryl's hood being down. I did make a comment about the really cute pink scrunchie and ponytail. I think that was the first time we technically seen her hood down. Let's see, how much is this? Oh, right. Oh, right, I can just take that. I can just take that, without actually having to deal with the aether sickness. I hope. Okay, now we're on Thavnir. And we need to head over there. Let's teleport over to the Great Walk. I mean, work. And then that's the tower, right? We're gonna make our way over there and check it out. Actually, last night I stayed up too late overclocking my graphics card because I had never actually tried to do it on this one. I think the extent of it that I did was raising the power limit, but I actually tried raising the core and memory speeds. And where was I going with this? I was gonna do something. I don't remember what it was. I was gonna talk about something about it. What was it? I mean, I can talk about the performance gains, but I don't think that's what I was thinking of. I can't remember what I was going to say about it. Anyway, I did overclock my graphics card, and so far I haven't noticed any issues. But I actually got a decent amount. Ah, yes. Okay, so I was using the Endwalker, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker benchmark as one of the testing tools I was using, and in that I actually got fairly significant gains from my overclock. But what I was actually going to say is in that benchmark, they actually show a scene of them flying towards this tower from Razat Han, and then going in it and fighting Xenos on the top floor. Even though I'm fairly confident we're not actually going to fight Xenos on the top floor. But let's see what we're going to do now. Ah, our friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Okay. Let's head on over to the boat. God, I can mount up here. Use our magical scales. This probably isn't going to be voiced, so let me make sure to turn it off. Ugh. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, however emphatic, could have prepared me for that. On account of which, we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. Ah, hello, Mr. Dragon, sir. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, We should still call you Varshan, I suppose? Indeed, I would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey so much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere those with the blessings of light. The blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. No, that's still mine, Thancred. I've been waiting for this day. No, I won't mind carrying on as before, you know. In that case, they're all yours from now on. No. Ha, spoken like our champion. Rest assured, we'll ever have need of you, though we will do what we can to lighten your burden. If everyone is amenable to this, amenable? Yeah, amenable. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for a good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Brillian and her band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want our healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Favnarian myth. So we have no prior experience with such foes. Pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavner, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Okay, so it looks like for healing, I pretty much only get Alpha Node, and then I get tank for. I'm gonna do this as a tank, so I'll probably do Alpha Node, Alizé, and Astinian. Let me switch here. I'm gonna do this as Warrior because I need more XP in Warrior. Nah, I'll do it as Dark Knight. I enjoy it too much. Also, I'm doing this with NPCs because I don't want to deal with the party. I don't want to have to deal with doing a party. Yeah, this is the group I want. Anyway, let's start in the Tower of Zot. A foul place, this. Let us proceed with caution. How about, nah. How about I just leap in and kill everyone? And attempt to pull everyone. Somehow they're gonna pull everyone. I gotta remember, these guys are actually on level.
You underestimate me. You're mine.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Dark Knight a lot. Like, I like Warrior's invincibility, but I just enjoy using, like, TBN a ton. And the mechanic of purposely trying to get it to break. Instead of just pressing the heal me to full health button, or one of the four. Make sure to pull all of them. Not let any of them get pulled by the stupid idiots. Make sure to summon Frey. Oh, that one's not aggroed on me.
You underestimate me.
You know, I probably shouldn't be going this hard, but they actually are pretty good at healing. There we go. Oh, right, so what god is this gonna be? Mindaruva. Let's go. It actually does more than a TBN shield.
You underestimate me! You're mine!
The only problem I have with, okay, I was gonna try and, like, soak that, but...
You're mine!
Apparently I didn't need to. Uh-oh. I don't have a TBN shield ready. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to... I think I just need to watch a little closely. Okay, that's how that works.
I have you now.
So I can pull him back in here. Using my TBN shield too early. Yeah, that was a mistake. Either way, 30% damage reduction is pretty good. Also, just remembered I have this one too. This at 82.
You cannot stop us.
I can actually protect everyone with the from physical attacks as well, not just magic attacks. Oh well. Okay, I actually have a TBN shield this time.
You underestimate me!
You underestimate me.
What's he gonna do? Oh, that was it? Okay. Got some boots. Let's head up the staircase. I could have done that a bit better. Alright, let's fight these guys too. Need to remember to try and hold on enough mana to use TBN. But I still keep making that mistake. There we go. Keep going. Hello there, you look nice. Really should have used another mitigation there. Thankfully, Alpha Node's actually a decent healer. Actually, to be honest, the healers on this have probably been the most impressive thing. Then again, it's just keep them alive, so... Oops, I should have saved that TBN. These guys sure have a lot of health. Then again, the DPS on this, on the AI isn't great. But that could also just, I'm also, don't know what I'm talking about. Oops, that was my bad. I should have popped, I knew that was too much. I knew that was too much, and Alpha Node was still a bit back. Should have popped, Living Dead there. I tried to pop this. I did Arm's Length, Reprisal, and Oblation, or what is this, Oblation? Oblation, but that's not gonna do enough. That's not gonna sponge enough damage. My TBN broke immediately. So I probably just needed to use Living Dead to survive there. Okay, let's head over here. I think I'll just go ahead and pull this one pack on its own. As much as I want to pull the second pack, I don't think that would be a good idea. Look at how much damage just these guys are doing. Probably should have just popped Prey there instead of trying to hold it. Oh yeah, Frey's OGCD, I need to remember that. I realized that in the boss fight. When I say Frey, I mean Living Shadow. Because you're summoning Frey, essentially. Okay, let's try this again. This time I won't get wrecked. I hope. Probably don't need to use Salted Earth here, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because it'll do more damage. There we go. I definitely got a bit overzealous because those the fleshy, not fleshy. How would you even describe those blob oil-looking things? They seem to do a lot of damage. This is Sendaruva. Oh right. These were the gods that the what's his name told us about. The fishermen from the elephant people. The three sisters? Were they sisters? See what this does. Berserker probably want to stand over here. Apparently I need to go farther. Okay.
All or nothing!
You cannot stop us!
Okay. At least I had a TBN shield up. Could you guys stop? I was saying, stop sitting in it. Then I realized he's frozen, just like I was. What nuts? Oh, spare me. They're all just doing emotes. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Did it cycle through each of us? Oh, this only applies to me. But it says by all party members. Oh, I have to apply. Okay. I need to make a mouse over macro for that. Okay, let's see. Which one's not doing an emote? This one. There we go. Where are we going? I think it's this way, right? Yep. Okay, so I need to make this one a mouse over macro. And because this applies to all party members. And nearby party members. Okay. I thought this one worked the same as this one. Try and, yeah, I want to pull this guy too. Even when I have mitigation up, they were breaking the shield, yeah. Okay, let's grab the treasure coffer. Let's get these guys. Definitely pulling these guys would have been a bit too much. Oh. Maybe if I... Nah. I think I might have been able to do it, but I probably wouldn't. I recommend it. Also, I just wasted like all of my blood weapon stacks there. I feel like an enemy's gonna spawn here. Although, that wouldn't really make sense, would it? Oh, let's hold on to that. I can wear that. But, wait, no, that's not gonna be any better. That was this one. Yeah, it's not better, because I have this, 530 gear. This is all 520 gear. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, come on, I popped Living Dead. I pressed it. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna pop Living Dead. I'm gonna get that pull. Of course, I obviously pressed it like half a second too late. I probably should be using these charges a bit more. It's a 60-second cooldown. It's really not that long. Plus, I have 2 charges of it. But now that I think about it, I'm not going to bother doing that pull. It's doable if I use Living Dead and maybe if I use Oblation. Wait a minute. Did they kill? They killed these 3 already. No, they didn't. I was thinking in the wrong point. Let's just kill these 2. No, I will pull this guy too. Okay. Yeah, that was really easy. I just realized this is literally like a reprisal, except a bit worse. Anyway. Oops. If you're gonna walk into the bad, at least get a TPN proc from it. There we go. That can definitely be done in one pull, but I'm not good enough Dark Knight to do it. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Harbingers elect, the Magus Sisters. Magus? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Let's go fight, almost called her Big Bird, but that would be insulting to Big Bird. Well, let's just leap right in. Really need to get... I'm really in a bad habit of wasting my blood weapon stacks. I think it's gonna be like that. I see. Oh man, this is chaotic. This is a bit chaotic.
You underestimate me.
So do I need to kill all three of them, or just kill Cinderuva? Oh, that was a waste. Yeah, this is why you just leave this person, because they don't have much health. There we go. That was really chaotic. I can see the people getting overwhelmed by that. Pretty good dungeon. Kind of feels a little annoying that that doing double pulls would be a bit dangerous. But overall, it's fine. That's a Dark Knight weapon. That's not any better than what I have. Yeah, it's 530.
Is everyone all right?
Of course I am. I'm the Warrior of Light.
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Yeah, I killed everything. The auto advance was on.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
I bet the tower's alive or something.
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core.
Oh no. What's this gonna be?
A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
That seems like, well, I'll destroy it.
If you would be so kind.
Okay.
And that should be the end of it.
No, Elf, no. Never say that.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be...
Might you have learned that told us this earlier?
And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
Grahatia gonna pull a Grahatia.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'Tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Everybody used too much aether. Too used to being Crystal Grandpa.
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
You're not Grandpa T anymore. You can't be doing that. You don't have the Crystal Tower.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Yeah, I'm sure they're completely destroyed.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
I forgot, didn't we get train other people to do it?
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Okay, I guess we can just teach people to do that.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
So you need help.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Well, that was interesting. Okay. Talk to Dad. I mean, Thancred. Ooh. I cannot picture him saying this. Like, I can't picture him saying woo. Carrying all those Matanga may have been the true struggle. Yeah. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Rodzat for treatment, and the Zayanish Tola will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Okay, let me double check. I think once we actually get into Rodzat is when I can actually spend my purple scripts. Also, oops, I should have turned that in as a dragoon. Oh well. The Jewel of Thavnair. Actually, I should just go ahead and finish up the next two quests anyway. Let's just continue. The Jewel of Thavnair. Thancred is rested and ready to set out. Had enough rest, have you? You never were once for being idle. Right. Varshan bade us come to Meghaduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Oh, wait. On second thought, you and Justinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour to the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me, then. The guardsman at the gate should wave us through. Alright. Head up to Rodzat then. So I believe I already got all the Aether Currents here. Let's see, it's Recti at Greatwood, not going up too far. Thavnair. Yeah, I think so. I assume I got all the one. Yeah. I'm not gonna question myself because I'm just gonna get confused. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, those are the 4 I can get right now. I'm gonna finish this quest and the next quest, and then I think that's all we're gonna do for today. It's definitely taking a little bit longer than I would want, but that's fine. I want to make progress. We didn't stream yesterday. We didn't do any Endwalker on Friday either. I gotta make up for a little bit more time doing a little bit longer stream. I need to check what my stream record is for longest stream so far. I think it's like 3 hours 40 minutes. I think we're gonna get pretty close to that today. Once I unlock flying in these zones, I'll go ahead and finish up. I'll go ahead and do like, try and fill out the gathering log for the Endwalker zones. Because I've actually done most of the gathering log for... through Shadowbringers, I think. Plus, it'll be nice to actually be able to gather Endwalker materials instead of being forced to buy them from the market. Or get them from... Actually, no. The only way I was able to get them from Ventures was if because I couldn't get gear any higher level than I had gotten it unless I bought it off the market, which is probably not a good idea. Anyway, let's talk to Estinian real quick. With the tower gone, I expect the state of alert will be lifted. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Okay. Nice to actually get to go into Thavnair now. Or Radzet Han. Though I have... Oops. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Sidney is now part of the party. Talk to him if you want to get rid of him. Why would I ever do that? He's my Dragoon buddy. Alright, I'm gonna need to pick up the Aether Shards here. I guess this makes sense why you couldn't use the script vendor yet, because Charlene isn't going to be too happy about you being there. Ah, Mistress Brillian, I presume. I understand you are here on an audience of the Satrap. If you require directions to Meguduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radzet Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend that a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aetherite disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. First, please ascend the steps next to the fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge at the Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Ruveda Fibers. Within, you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough? Listen to the music for a second. He said go left. And yet, literally just go up. Oops, hold on. There's a speaking point. Ah, yes, I know this portal. Oops, that's the wrong accent. Ah, yes, I know this portal. It leads to a nearby isle. the treasure vault of one of Rodzaton's wealthiest families. They took the god of luck for their guardian, on account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck. Oh, okay, it's maps. They are also coffers hidden across the land to act as portals. Find one and gain access to the vault. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It's a troublesome experience, I can personally attest. I'm sure you can, Estinian. I'm sure you can. Yeah, but that's maps. That's the Endwalker map dungeon. Let's see. Yep, just keep heading up. Watchful Radiant. Heading to I gotta figure out an accent for these people. Heading to Magaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to the right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshop of Rudolph's Fibers. Rudolph Fibers. Ruveda Fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. Oh, there's a speech bubble over here, so I'm going this way. Ah, Thavnarian wares. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the golden thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Oh yeah, stoic nod. I've never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry, and if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. Of course, Estinian doesn't care about appearances. Oh, let's head this way. Oh, right. If you are here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Meguduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. For here it's quite simple really. Ascend these steps and continue straight ahead and across the ledge. You cannot miss it. Let me grab this Aethernet shard. Okay, let's run upstairs. Get the speech bubble. Expanding the houses of this is the quest that I needed to do. Talk to Estinian again here. Ah, I remember passing by here with the Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show me the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamza myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squat! Squat! Sure. Oh, I'm gonna go grab that. First, I want to grab this. I'm gonna get the shard here, get that sightseeing point, run up, get this shard, and then complete the quest. Okay, let's head over here and get this sightseeing point. If I can. I should be able to. Yeah, there it is. Have to do any hardcore parkour? Nah, I just gotta walk on the rock. Oops, gotta get a little closer than that. Again, that's why I picked up the sightseeing log quest, so that I could try and do some of those while I am doing MSQ. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this shard and then complete the quest. And then I'll go ahead and do the next one as well, since it's probably just going to be exposition. And then we'll probably wrap up there. My goal was to get through these quests this weekend, and it looks like we're going to do so. First, we got to talk to this attendant and meet up with the dragon. Is that where we're meeting? Or is that what we're doing? Greetings and welcome to Megaduda. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seven Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Oh, of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber. If you would please follow me. Make sure to disable text advance first.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
I mean, you pulled a Grandpa Tia there.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Well, that'll be nice.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzatan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, okay. It actually isn't.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been
That's a really good question, actually.
In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company.
I didn't think he would really know much.
He lighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
Okay, so even Midgar Somer probably doesn't know.
Preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom we must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
Ah, story time with the Vitra. Or Vritra? Vitra. We'll go with that. I think that's what they said.
It's a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
Okay. So Midgar Somer chose this star because Hydaelyn...
While I'm
they
sure
trust
we'll have a
Hydaelyn.
great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment.
Ah, more lore.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect.
Yep, that's me.
The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Yep, that's me. Midgar Somer and I have crossed paths, yes. I only wish he could have been here with us now. I mean, isn't he, like, always here?
From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained amidst Godsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread.
Why?
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
Yeah, I know. We've been go through this before.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
And they've said they're fine with that. Flashbang.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss.
Oh yeah, we've seen that.
Do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe?
And the twins come back in.
Ah, apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Are you sure we should go and celebrate right now? Stoic nod. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this quest in, and then there is one more quest for this section, but I think I'm gonna wait till next time to do it. But let's finish this up first. Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. So, what were you and Vitra talking about? Nothing really. Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Okay, let me check. If I switch to a crafter, is this available? Yes, it is. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. Wanted to get one more quest done, but actually, no. This is as far as the minimum I wanted to get done today. Oops. And we got that done. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, we got done what I wanted to get done today. We made some good progress on, we did our Golden Saucer stuff. We made some progress on Thaumaturge. We finished up the Thaumaturge questline and started the Black Mage questline. And we made some significant progress in the Endwalker MSQ. We finished up the Charlian questline and got access and took down the tower in Thavnair and got access to Rads at Han. I'd say that's some pretty good progress. Anyway, next stream is planned to be on Saturday at 3 like usual. And I'll let you know if there are any other streams during the week. But until then, goodbye.